Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you had a great Memorial Day that you were able to celebrate with your family, but do realize it wasn't just about the barbecue ribs and the chicken and the bratwurst sausage, but it was about the sacrifices made for us by veterans and those who went before us and fought in different various wars around our country. So we show appreciation to them and to their families for the courageousness that they exhibited. Now, speaking courageous, I want to talk to you for a few moments about courage. Watched the movie yesterday. My family and I, we tend to do movie days, movie Sundays, whatever day of the week it is we watch a movie, and we'll kind of get together on the couch and watch something. Now, we watched a movie yesterday that we hadn't seen before, though we did want to see it when it came out initially a little while ago. So we sprung for the $2.99 on-demand fee for Comcast and watched a movie called We Bought a Zoo. Great movie. Some people panned it. Some critics said it wasn't good, but I thought it was a really good movie based on a true story. But one thing in that movie that stuck out to me over and over again was a phrase that was used for a few big moments. A phrase that was used to describe the buying of the zoo, the keeping up with the zoo until it opened and until forever, as well as the main character, the male who bought the man that bought the zoo. This phrase was used to describe his going after his wife when he first met her, what it took to do it. Every big move in the movie came with this particular phrase that said 20 seconds of insane courage. 20 seconds of insane courage. And I thought that was great because it describes for us today how we need to be to get big things done. What we need to do, how our mindset needs to be, what we need to reflect, what we need to think, and what we need to speak to get what we need to happen, to make certain moves. Because the thing here is, if we look at our lives, many of us walk around and live afraid. We have a fear of what will happen, what will go down, what people will think, the obstacles. And I thought a good scripture to describe that would be Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. Here it says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, for the Lord will be with you always." Now, this scripture talked about the fact that Joshua was about to take over the reins from Moses with regard to leading Israel throughout the promised land and for the rest of their sojourn, and how God would lead them. That was big because Joshua had been an assistant to Moses all this time, but now he's about to be the number one man, the lead singer, the person who's going to be used to take these people where they need to go. So courage is the order of the day. Now I'm asking you, what do you need to do? What do you need to face? What do you need to overcome that you need to have courage on board to make happen? When we talk about courage, we talk about looking at something that we're supposed to be afraid of, but doing it anyway. Listen, starting a business, writing a book, proposing to your fiance, to your girlfriend, going out for that job, whatever that thing is, from being a child to an adult, whatever the thing is that you need courage for, it's something more often than not that's scary, that brings fear or makes you afraid in some kind of way, that strikes your nerves and causes you to be apprehensive and have a little bit of nervous tension. This is what it's about. But when you can look at that, when you can see that and do what you got to do anyway, that is where courage pops in. So I want to encourage you real quick today, before you go into your offices, before you go into wherever you're going, before you go in, not school because school's out right now, before you go wherever you're going, look at what you have to do before you. Some of you have big things that are waiting in the wings for you, but fear keeps you back on the outskirts, not doing what you have to do. But I encourage you to be courageous. Be strong and courageous. Take the first step. The movie said 20 seconds of insane courage. So you can be afraid tomorrow. You can be afraid yesterday. But in these next 20 seconds, take a second or take 20 of them and be courageous. Take the step. Don't be afraid of the consequence. Don't be afraid of the repercussion. Now, don't be courageous doing something stupid, but be courageous taking a bold step toward a dream, toward a vision, toward something you've written down on paper, but yet that you want to see come to fruition in your real life. Take courage in this area and watch if the promise won't be fulfilled, where God says in verse 9, He will be with you once you are strong and take courage. I'll talk to you all later. Love you so much. That's it for our session of Reality Bites for today.